Eyewitness News is your local election headquarters. The preliminary mayoral election is underway as we speak in Fall River. Embattled Mayor Jaisal Correa facing off against two challengers, Paul Coogan and Erica Scott Pacheco.
And voters are deciding which two will move on to the general election in November. Eyewitness News reporter Kim Kalunian spoke with all three candidates today. She joins us now live from Government Center. Kim?
Well, Mike and Shannon, just about 3 hours left to vote here in Fall River. The big question, will the mayor's most recent indictment have an impact on tonight's results? Voters in Fall River are heading to the polls.
I know I'm not voting for Jaisal.
Why are you not voting for the mayor?
Well, because he causes such a corruption all the time.
He's done a lot of good things for the city, regardless of what's going on. I can't say if he's innocent or guilty. That will be found out down the road.
Regardless of who's getting their vote, the 24 federal counts that incumbent Mayor Jaisal Correa faces were top of mind.
I look forward to the day that I can put it behind me and continue to do my job for the people of Fall River, which I've done.
The 27-year-old mayor proclaims his innocence and wants to keep his job, but two others are hoping to unseat him. Their school committee member, Paul Coogan.
I think I should be the next mayor because of my experience, my temperament, my ability to work with people and bring people together, leadership skills. Those are the things that I would look for in a mayor, and those are the things I've always looked for in a mayor.
And Erica Scott Pacheco, who has a background in finance.
I'm really running to restore respect and justice to our city hall, which I hear from so many voters that that's what they want. And so this is not just a race against Jaisal Correa like it was in the recall. It's a race for what kind of values do you want.
The Fall River Board of Election Commissioners tells Eyewitness News about 13% of registered voters had cast their ballots as of 2 o'clock, something they characterize as a good turnout so far. And again, the polls here in Fall River will be open until 8 o'clock tonight. Coming up new at 6, I asked the candidates if they think all of the media attention Fall River has been receiving will encourage voters to head to the polls. We'll have their response coming up new next hour. For now, reporting live in Fall River, I'm Kim Kalunian, Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Kim. Eyewitness News has full coverage of today's preliminary election on air, online at WDPRI.com and the WDPRI 12 News app. We'll bring you the results as soon as we learn them tonight live at 10 and 11. Eyewitness News is your local election headquarters. Fall River voters are casting ballots at this hour in a preliminary election for mayor, and their verdict is being hotly anticipated across southern New England because of the two indictments against the incumbent Jaisal Correa. Eyewitness News politics editor Ted Nesi has been tracking all the twists and turns in this election. He joins me now live in studio to break it all down. You kind of need a scorecard at this point of what's been going on over the last several years in Fall River.
Yeah, Fall River voters might be exhausted, Mike, at this point, because just to put it in perspective, this is the 6th election for mayor in Fall River since 2013. The current drama, of course, dates back to just under a year ago when the incumbent mayor, Jaisal Correa, was indicted for allegedly defrauding investors in his startup, but he managed to survive a recall last March and stay in office. Then, less than 2 weeks ago, the feds charged the mayor again, this time with allegedly taking bribes from marijuana companies looking to set up pot shops in the city. Correa says he's not guilty, and tonight we'll find out if he has the support of enough voters to stay alive politically.
Now, the mayor is one of three candidates in today's preliminary election, along with Paul Coogan and Erica Scott Pacheco, and only two of them obviously move on to the general election in November.
Yeah, so tonight I'm going to be watching turnout, Mike, in particular, to see how interested voters are. Take a look at these numbers. There are more than 40,000 registered voters in Fall River, but most of them don't turn out in preliminary elections. 4 years ago in 2015, just over 10,000 votes were cast. In 2017, about 8,800. So today when I talked to election officials at 2 p.m., they said about 6,200 ballots had already been cast, which they said was pretty good considering they expected a lot of people to come after work later on in the day at this hour. So we have to see if higher, better turnout helps Correa, meaning his supporters are coming, or hurts him because voters are upset.
Well, there's been a lot of buzz throughout this. That's why.
Absolutely. I think it's all people are talking about in the city.
All right, Ted, thank you very much. And please stay with Eyewitness News for complete coverage of today's election in Fall River. As soon as the polls close at 8 o'clock, Ted and I will join you on a live webcast of Facebook Live on the WDPRI Facebook page. We'll also have full late night news coverage on Eyewitness News at 10 over on Fox Providence and 11 right here on WDPRI 12.
And this, of course, comes the same day Fall River voters decide whether or not Mayor Correa should move on to the general election.
He's facing two challengers in today's preliminary vote. Eyewitness News reporter Kim Kalunian continues your local election headquarters coverage live in Fall River. Kim?
Well, Mike and Shannon, voters here in Fall River have just under 2 hours to cast their ballots, and all 3 candidates for mayor were busy today making sure their supporters were heading to the polls. Preliminary election day in Fall River. We caught up with incumbent Mayor Jazel Correa after he cast his ballot.
We fixed roads, we've changed economic development, we're getting a train to Boston. We've done a lot of great things.
Erica Scott Pacheco was working with volunteers at her Pleasant Street headquarters.
We're on the move.
While Paul Coogan made the rounds at polling places. The election comes less than 2 weeks after Correa's latest arrest. He proclaims his innocence, but we asked the candidates if they thought the media attention on his criminal charges would impact voter turnout.
I certainly hope that it encourages people to come out and vote, because your vote is really your voice. And the best way to exercise your right to vote is to turn out in the preliminary.
I don't know what impact it's going to have on the polls today. We'll find out later. But, you know, Fall River's not taken seriously anywhere in New England right now, and we have to turn this around quickly.
And we've already learned that turnout for this preliminary is higher than the last one. We just checked in with Fall River's Board of Election Commissioners, who tells us at 5:45, 10,000 registered voters had cast their ballots. That's about 20% of the registered voters, against, again, higher than last preliminary. So there is a high interest tonight. Again, polls close at 8 o'clock. Reporting live in Fall River, I'm Kim Kalunian, Eyewitness News.